Hello students, welcome back to our history class. So in the last video we have started with your history chapter 2, which is Russian Revolution. In the last video we just introduced the chapters, that what were the conditions in Europe after French Revolution. Okay, then there were different views regarding how the society should be organized. We have seen these views we categorize under the three major, which was liberal, radicals and conservatives. Okay, I hope you have gone through that video and understood those three points and what was the differences between all three. Now we are going to take up the next topic, which is Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution, you have all seen in class 8 also. You had studied about Industrial Revolution, that it was emergence of industries on large scale. Number of industries grew rapidly. It first took place in Britain, okay, and industrialization took place in 18th century. Now here, what question comes especially from this topic, because ultimately our motive is to attempt questions in examination, right? So what question comes from this topic is, what was the impact of Industrial Revolution on European societies? Okay, here don't expect that question will be directly on Russia, as we are studying here Russian Revolution, but Industrial Revolution we are studying as whole Europe. Okay, what was the impact of Russian Revolution on Europe, not only on Russia. Okay, so you can write these points there. So let us get started. First, we just introduce that Industrial Revolution began in the 18th century and first it took place in England. Now after England, it is very obvious that it would spread to other countries as well. Same happened. So on large scale, it spread to other countries also, and major impact it had was large scale migration of people from villages to the cities in search of work opportunities. Now in villages or in rural areas, especially, people were facing the problem of unemployment because there were not much means of earning the livelihood, or you can say landless laborers, etc. They did not have land to cultivate. So all these people, those who were not finding any means to earn livelihood, they got opportunity, or you can say they got hope that moving towards cities would give them jobs. Okay, which is very obvious, because right now also you might have noticed these industrial cities or the regions in India, they are very densely populated because they attract people for job opportunities, right? So same happened that time. People started moving towards cities in search of job. Okay, so urbanization took place as a result of Industrial Revolution. Then industrialization resulted in a large number of people working in factories. Now, not only men here, but you will see also women and children. Okay, they also started going into industries. It is given in your textbooks that men, whenever you write your answer, that time also you mention here men, women and children. They started going to the factories for work. Okay, so now what happened? First thing which you will notice is, first urbanization took place, then men, women and children, they started going to factories to earn. Now third is, when when in cities so many people will come, then what problem will arise there? It is housing problem. Okay, there will not be so many houses for these people to live, and very poor hygienic conditions or sanitation problems will arise there, right? So same happened there. As these people moved to cities, the problem which arose was housing problem. Okay, so we have seen now two results. One, urbanization took place. Because of urbanization, population in cities rose so much that there was housing problem now. Okay, and now third, men, women, children, they started going to factories for work. Now we will see that these people, when they moved or they started to work in industries, they faced so many problems. First, the workers worked for long hours at extremely low wages. Okay, as if you remember in the last video, as we started with the chapter, I said that this will be there in the entire chapter, that the conditions of workers, long working hours and their low wages, and also bad working conditions. Okay, here you can add that, bad working conditions. Okay, so these were the three major problems which workers were facing. They were not given much wages which were which were worthy, or you can say which they could meet their livelihood needs and all, and they had to work for very long hours without taking rest. It was around 12 to 15 hours a day, which is actually too much for anyone, and also the working conditions were very bad. Okay, the third impact we have seen now. Housing and sanitation facilities were not given to workers. It will come under poor working conditions. Now unemployment was also growing. Now how unemployment, as we said that industrialization took place, so people got job opportunities, urbanization took place, people moved from villages to cities in search of job, they got jobs. So why unemployment was growing now? As industries produce goods, right? And they also, if they produce more goods, then apart from their domestic needs, they also sell their goods in other countries. International trade takes place, but the market, the demand of goods, it is very abnormal, or you can say it doesn't remain same, and the demand of goods doesn't always remain same. It is very dynamic phenomenon, right? So whenever there was the demand of these goods was low in market, that time these many of the industries were shut for some time or for permanently. Okay, for those days these people, they became again you can say jobless, right? So unemployment was also growing. People were getting jobs, but at the same time sometimes few of the factories may shut down because the demand of the product is not so much, or it can be for some time. Okay, so people were getting unemployment. Okay, and sometimes in the industries, especially which are seasonal industries. Okay, so in the seasonal industries also, the people, those who work, so they can, after the season gets over, they may get unemployment, or they may become jobless, right? So unemployment was also growing with the industrial revolution. Then many workers worked in every dangerous situation during the industrial revolution. This picture here, it was meant for this only, that as these people, those who left their homes in villages and they moved to cities, they were working in very bad conditions, and also not only bad but dangerous conditions, right? Why? Because you can see in this picture, this is a very narrow area, might be some machine here, right? So they had to, those days machines, they were not so advanced like nowadays. You have to just, press the button and all. Those days, to work with machine, it was also very dangerous, because these workers, they did not have any other option to earn their livelihoods. So they had to work in these dangerous conditions also. Okay. So I hope this much is clear to you, that how the industrialization affected the societies in Europe. We can just list them again. First we have seen, as the industrialization took place, same way urbanization also took place. Now with urbanization we have seen housing problem was there. Then third, we saw that men, women and children, they all started going to factories. Okay, and then we saw that in factories there were sometimes dangerous working conditions which were not good for especially women and children. Then at 4 number we can see that there were the problems of the workers. There were low wages, then long working hours and bad working conditions. Okay, this much should be clear to you before we move to the next part. Okay, now we are done with this industrial revolution and social change. Now we'll see, as these workers, we have seen that they were facing problems. Now what did they do to remedy this situation? Many among the liberals and radicals, they were property owners and employers. I hope you remember who were liberals and radicals. Liberals, we have seen that they were in the favor of all the religions to be tolerated by the state, by the government, but they were not Democrats, because they did not support women's suffragette movement, or they did not believe in universal adult franchise, right? Radicals, we have seen, they were many of the radicals, they supported women's suffragette movement, but and they were not against private property, but they were against the concentration of wealth in few hands. Okay, I hope you can remind that. Liberals and radicals now, they were property owners. They themselves were property owners and employers. Employer means one who is the owner of any industry or whatever business, and they give job to the others. They have employers working under them. They wanted the benefit of the industrialization to reach the workforce. Now, liberals and radicals, they themselves, they were not exploitative towards their workers. Most of the liberals and radicals, they wanted that whatever benefit the owner of the industry or factory is getting, it should be shared or it should reach to the workforce also. Okay, because ultimately it is the workforce or it is the laborers who are making your property or your factory run, right? Only the owner cannot run the entire industry, right? So we'll need laborers or workers. So when you know that your property without workers, it cannot make money, so you must share a good, you must share good profit of your whatever profit you are earning with the workers as well. This was the belief of the liberals and radicals. And they also believed that healthy and educated citizens would be more productive for the economy. Most of the workers, as we saw that men, women, children, they started working in industries. If children will work in industries, when they will get studies, right? And they were working for so long hours, their wages were low. It means long hours and low wages, it means they will not get proper sleep, right? They will not get proper rest, and also with low wages, they won't be able to get proper nutritious food. So weaker bodies will be there, right? And they will not, there was no scope for education for children. So they believed that if we want to make our workforce more productive or our country's economy to grow more, our workforce, first they should be healthy and they should be educated. Some liberals and radicals wanted revolutions which could end all kinds of governments established in Europe in 1815. So some of the liberals and radicals, they wanted that revolution should take place. Okay, revolution means there should be sudden change. It should not be gradual process as the conservatives believed. They wanted that there should be revolution which could end all kind of governments. Most of the countries in Europe that time, they had monarchies or dictatorships. So they wanted to end those kind of governments in Europe. Here we are talking about the years, especially 1815 somewhere. Okay, just after industrial revolution took place in Europe. So this was for today, that how industrialization affected societies in Europe, and then the many of the liberals and radicals, what were their views regarding the situation. We will see then in the next video also. Here now what happened, these people, means workers, they started rallying. Rallying means they started making rallies and going to the homes of these liberals and radicals, so that they could raise voice again for the rights of workers, because they knew that these liberals and radicals, they themselves, they were employers. Okay, and they also knew that they are with the workers. Okay, they want that the workers benefit should be there, and workers should get proper profit. Okay, so they should be given proper facilities and all. So they started rallying the houses of these liberals and radicals, so that they can raise voice against the system. Okay, or you can say against the those wealthy or very exploitative factory owners. Okay, so this was the whole scene here during industrial revolution, or how it affected the societies in Europe. I hope the concept is clear to you. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.